Hello students. So in the last sessions we are discussing about Rolle's theorem, statement of Rolle's theorem and some problems, some verifications of Rolle's theorem. Okay. So next in these sessions we are going to discuss about mean value theorem. Mean value theorem. Mean value theorem. So already in the Rolle's theorem, so we know that if f is mapping from A to B, if f is mapping from A to B to R is a function if f is continuous, in closed interval A comma B, and f is differentiable in open interval A comma B, and third one is f of A is equal to f of B. So this is about the Rolle's theorem. So some functions continuous in the closed interval A comma B and differentiable in A comma B. Suppose f of A is not equal to f of B. Suppose like this. So suppose I am taking one function CA. Suppose this is a function. So this is a function. Okay. So here this is the point A and this is the point B. This is the point B. Okay. See, this is a continuous function. So from here to here, f of x is continuous in the closed interval A comma B, and f is differentiable in the open interval A comma B. So, but f of A, so see here f of A, and this is f of B, so not equal. Sometimes they are not equal. Okay. So then means values theorem state that. So there exists a tangent in A comma B, that is C in A comma B, such that so see here, this is the secant AB. Suppose it is taken as AB. So secant AB, this is secant AB. Okay. So then there exists a point in the interval A comma B, that is C. So at which the slope of the tangent is parallel to, same as the slope of the tangent secant AB. Okay, so they are parallel. So this is about the mean value theorem. Okay, so see here, particularly at this point. So particularly at this point. See here, so they are parallel. So this is the mean value theorem. Okay, suppose so this is the point. This is the point C. Okay, so this is not parallel to the x-axis. But this is parallel to the secant AB. So this is tangent f dash of C, f dash of C. This is f dash of C. This is parallel to this. F dash of C is not equal to 0. This is f of B minus f of A divided by B minus A. Its slope is same as the secant AB. Okay, this is f dash of C. This is the slope of the secant AB. Okay, so come to the definition. So let f is valued from A comma B to real number is a function if the first condition f is continuous in closed interval A comma B. Okay, second condition f is differentiable in open interval A comma B. So then they exist. Okay, so here f of A is not equal to f of B, like this. Okay, so therefore then there exist at least one point C in A comma B, such that f dash of C is equal to f of B minus f of A divided by B minus A. So this is the definition of mean value theorem. Now suppose state mean value theorem means you write this statement. Okay, statement. This is the statement that f is mapped from A comma B to R is a function if f is continuous in closed interval A comma B second one is f is differentiable in open interval a comma b. So then there exists at least one point C in a comma b, C in a comma b, such that f dash of C is equal to 0. F dash of C is equal to 0. So geometrical integration, P. Okay, so suppose I am taking the function f of x. So this is the function f of x. So this is the point A and this is the point B. Okay, so this is f of x. Okay, so suppose it is A and this is B. So this is the secant A. Okay, secant. This is secant A. Okay, so then there exists a point. Okay, so this is parallel with this axis. Okay, suppose I am taking so this is the point C. This is the point C in the interval a comma b. Okay, so first write down this. So take a geometrical meaning. So take this diagram. Okay, so what it says? So it is simply MVT, mean value theorem. Okay, so mean value theorem states that there is a point in a comma b. See, so there is a point C in a comma b, such that the slope of the tangent at C of f comma c. So this is a point. So this is a point C of f comma c. Okay, so already you know that in plane the points are represented by x comma y. Okay, so that is, this is the point C, this is f of c, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. Therefore this point is C of f comma c. Okay, such that the slope of tangent at C comma f of c. So the slope of the tangent, this is the tangent at the point C of f comma c. So generally it is denoted point C. This is the point B. This is the point A. So similarly this is the point C, that is C of f comma c. The slope of the tangent at C of f comma c is same as the slope of the secant. So this is the secant AB. This is the secant AB. Is secant AB between the point A of f comma A. So this is the point A of f comma A. This is the point B of f comma B. So this is the line between A and B, secant AB. Okay. The slope of the tangent at C of f comma c, it is same as the slope of the secant between A of f of A and B of f of B. So that means in other words, there is a point in C. So there is a point in C. There is a point C in the interval A comma B, such that tangent at C of f comma c, tangent at the point C of f comma c, is parallel to the secant between A of f comma A and B of f comma B. Okay, so this is parallel. This is parallel to secant AB. So this is the geometrical interpretation of mean value theorem. Okay, so write on this. Next we are going to verify some functions in the given interval whether they are satisfies the Rolle's theorem or not. Okay. So first column verify MVD for the function of a function f of x is equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 in 1 comma 4. Okay. So important for 3 marks. Okay. So verify the mean value theorem for the function f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 in the interval 1 comma 4. Okay. So verification, that is function. So f of x is given. So f of x is x square minus 4x minus 3. Okay. Given interval is 1 comma 4. So first condition, s being a polynomial function, it is continuous. Okay. So being polynomial function, f of x is equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 is continuous in 1 comma 4. Okay. So second condition. So f dash of x is equal to what? So differentiate this equation. That is 2x minus 4 exists. So therefore f of x is differentiable. Okay. F dash of x is differentiable. Why? Because f dash of x is exist. So f of x is differentiable because f dash of x is exist. So don't write here f dash of x is differentiable. So f of x is differentiable because f dash of x exists. Okay. So all the conditions of, so therefore all the conditions of mean value theorem are satisfied. So therefore there exist, there satisfied when there exist, so C in A comma B. C in A comma B is nothing but C in 1 comma 4 such that f dash of C is equal to, you don't know C value. F dash of C is equal to f of B minus f of A divided by B minus A. So A is equal to here 1 and B is equal to 4. That is so f dash of C is equal to f of A. First B is equal to 4. F of 4 minus f of 1 divided by B minus A. That is 4 minus 1. Okay. So f dash of C is equal to, okay. So f dash of C is equal to what? This is f of x. Okay. So f of x is here. F dash of x is what here? That is x square 2x minus 4. So therefore f dash of C is equal to what? So 2 into C minus 4. So this is the f dash of, that is dy by dx of x is equal to C. Okay, that is f dash of C is equal to 2c minus 4. Okay, so that is f of 4 is equal to what? F of 4. We need to find the value of f of 4. Okay, f of x is equal to x square minus 4x minus 3. Therefore f of 4 is equal to 4 square minus 4 into 4 minus 3. Okay, so this is 16 minus 16 minus 3. This is the answer, minus 3. F of 4 is minus 3. And f of 1. So f of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 4 into 1 minus 3. That is 1 minus 4 minus 3. So this is equal to minus 6. Okay. So 1 minus 7. That is minus 6. Okay. So substitute here. F dash of C is nothing but f dash of C is equal to 2c minus 4. 2c minus 4 is equal to f of B is nothing but f of 4 is nothing but minus 3 minus half. F of 1 is nothing but minus 6 divided by 4 minus 1. That is equal to 3. Okay. That is 2c minus 4 is equal to minus 3 plus 6 divided by 3. Okay. Therefore 2c minus 4 is equal to by 3. So is very good. So 2c minus 4 is equal to 1. Therefore we need to find the value of c. Okay. So at which the tangent is parallel to the secant. Okay. That is 2c is equal to 5. Therefore c is equal to 5 by 2. So see here, this value is belongs to, whether it belongs to the synchrone or not. So definitely it belongs to the synchrone. So that is, so minus, so that is, so 5 comma, that is 5 comma 1 comma 4. So this belongs to the synchrone. So therefore hence mean value theorem verified. Hence mean value theorem verified. So at this point c is equal to 5 by 2. There exists a tangent. Okay, there exists a tangent is parallel to the secant plane. Okay, so right now. So don't confuse here. So this is A, this is B. So therefore we are taking f of B is 4, f of A is 1. So here, okay. So B minus A is equal to 4 minus 1. Okay. And simplify this. And substitute the value of this one and simplify it. Then we get the C. So that must belong to the given interval 1, 4. Next one, verify the mean value theorem for the function f of x is equal to so verify the mean value theorem for the function f of x equal to x square in the interval 2, 4. Okay. F of x is equal to x square and the interval is 2, 4. Okay. So first condition being polynomial function f of x is equal to x square is continuous in 2, 4. Is continuous in 2, 4. Okay. So second one is, so f dash of x. That is 2x. So therefore f of x is exist. Therefore f of x is differentiable. It is differentiable. So therefore, so all the conditions of mean value theorem satisfies. So therefore then there exists C in the interval 2, 4 such that f dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus e. So this is a, this is b. Okay. So therefore, so f dash of c is equal to, that is f dash of c is equal to f of 4 minus f of a is f of 2 divided by 4 minus 2. here f dash of x is nothing but what? F dash of x. F dash of x is nothing but 2x. Okay, so therefore f dash of c is nothing but what? 2c. 2c. So that is 2 into c is equal to. So f of 4 and f of 2. So f of x is nothing but x square. So therefore f of 4 is nothing but, that is 4 square, that is 16. F of 2 is nothing but, that is 2 square, that is 4. So substitute this value, that is f of 4 is nothing but 16 minus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so simplify 2c is equal to 12 divided by 2. Okay, so that is 2c is equal to 6. So therefore c is equal to 6 by 2, that is c is equal to 3. So whether this is belongs to the interval, that is c, which is belong to this interval or not? Yes, 3 is in this interval. So this is belongs to a. This is belongs to 2, 4. So don't write close bracket 2, 4. Okay. So therefore hence mean value theorem is verified. Is it clear? So, next point. Verify the mean value for the function f of x is equal to x cube. F of x is equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x in 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3. Okay. So f of x is here. F of x is equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x in 1 comma 3. Okay. So being polynomial function, f of x is equal to f of x is equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x is continuous in 1 comma 3. Is continuous in 1 comma 3. So f dash of c. So f dash of x is equal to differentiate this equation. It is 3x square minus, this is constant, x square differentiates to, that is 10x minus 3. So this is exists. So therefore f of x is differentiable in 1 comma 3. Open bracket 1 comma 3. So therefore all the conditions of mean value they have satisfied. So then there exists C in 1 comma 3. C in 1 comma 3. So such that f dash of C is equal to f of b minus f of equal to b minus c. So that is f dash of C is equal to, here we are going to change the value f of b minus f of a, that is f of 3 minus f of 1. So divided by 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. Okay. So f dash of C is equal to what? F dash of C is nothing but, so here f dash of x is equal to what? F dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3. So therefore f dash of C is equal to what? That is 3c square minus 10c minus 3. So this is f dash of C. So therefore right here, that is 3c square minus 10c minus 3. So f of 3. So f of x is equal to what? F of x is nothing but x cube minus 5x square minus 3x. So therefore f of 3 is equal to what? That is 3 cube minus 5 into 3 square minus 3 into 3. Simplify this. And f of 1. Simplify this. F of 3 is equal to f of 3. And f of 1 is nothing but 1 cube minus 5 into 1 square minus 3 into 1. Okay. So we are going to simplify this. F of 1. So then we get the value. 27 minus, so 45 minus 9. Okay. So here 1 minus 5 minus 3. Okay. So further we are going to simplify this. What we get? So this is 27. So after simplification we get 27. So this is f of 1 is equal. So minus 7 minus 3 of minus 7. So this is minus 27. Okay. So that is minus 27 minus of minus 7. Okay. So divided by, that is 2. That is 3c square minus 10c minus 3, which is equal to, so here we are getting, so 27, that is minus 27 plus 7 divided by 2. Okay, that is 3c square minus 10c minus 3 is equal to, so 20 minus 20 divided by, that is minus 10. So take this 10 inside, that is 3c square minus 10c. So minus 3 plus 10 is equal to 0. That is 3c square minus 10c. So plus 7 is equal to 0. So to find the value of c, we are going to simplify this one because it is quadratic equation. So solve this. So then we get the value of c. Okay, solve this equation. Okay, so after the simplification we get, so 3c minus 7 into c minus 1. So it is a quadratic equation. You factor this, then we get this solution. So this implies, so 3c minus 7 is equal to 0 or c minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so this implies, so 3c is equal to 7 or c is equal to 1. Okay, so that means c is equal to 7 by 3 or c is equal to 1. Okay, so there is 2 points. So observe here whether these 2 points are belongs to the interval 1, 3. So therefore the mean value here verified. Okay, so write that. So hence mean value here verified. Mean value here verified. So at which the point is satisfied. So you take that point 1, 3. Okay. So 1 comma 3, whether it is satisfied or not. So 3c minus 7, that is c minus 1. This is equal to plus 1. Okay, and 7 by 3. So whether it is belongs to this interval or not, verify that. So see here, this is c is equal to 1. So this is close to, not close to bracket. Okay. So this is not belongs to, so this is not belongs to, this is not belongs to 1 comma 3. Okay. So clearly, clearly 7 by 3 belongs to 1 comma 3. Okay. So this is not belongs to this interval. Okay. So but this is 7 by 3 which is belongs to this interval. So therefore, so hence the mean value can be. We are not considering this value. Okay. At this point, the slope of the tangent is parallel to the secant line. That is 7 by 3. Hence, mean value term verified. Is it clear? Okay. So mean value theorem completes. So one more concept: differentiation of one function with respect to other functions. So differentiation of one function with respect to another function. Okay, differentiation of one function with respect to another function. Okay, let u is equal to f of x, and so v is equal to g of x are two functions. Okay, so to find du by dx, so to find du by dv, so to find du by v, that means differentiation of u with respect to v. So we use the formula that is du by dx. So du by dv is equal to, so du by dx divided by dv by dx. Okay, so that means, so first we are going to differentiate u with respect to x, and then we are going to differentiate v with respect to x, then we are going to divide the derivative of f of x and derivative of g of x. Okay, so this is the formula to find the differentiation of one function with respect to another function. So this is one function. So both are the function of x. So this is also function of x. This is also function of x. So but we are going to find differentiation of u with respect to v. That means du by dv. So that is, to find du by v, we use the formula du by dx divided by dv by dx. So one example for this. So find the derivative of example. Differentiate sine square x with respect to e to the power of cos x. Okay. So solution. So let this is equal to u. U is equal to sine square x. Okay. So v is equal to e to the power of cos x. Okay. So differentiation of this function with respect to this. So that is, so we need to find the value of du by dv, du by dv. Okay, so differentiation of u with respect to b. Okay, so here we are taking u is sin square x and v is e to the power of cos x. Okay, so therefore differentiation of u with respect to v is du by dv. So which is equal to, so du by dx divided by dv by dx. So therefore first we need to find the value of du by dx, that is u is equal to sin square x. So differentiate with respect to x, so that is du by dx is equal to, so using chain rule, the differentiation of this is 2 into sin x. The differentiation of sin x is, that is d by dx of sin x. So that is, so which is equal to 2 into sin x into, so this differentiation of sin x is what? Minus cos x. So therefore we are going to take minuses here. So this is du by dx. Okay. Similarly, dv by dx. So v is equal to what? E to the power of cos x. So differentiate with respect to x on both sides. So then we get dv by dx is equal to, so differentiation of e to the power of x is e to the power of cos x. Differentiation of e to the power of cos x is e to the power of cos x into d by dx of cos x. Okay. So which is equal to e to the power of cos x into differentiation of cos x is what? That is sin x. So here differentiation of this one is 2 sin x. So there is a mistake. So that is, this is plus. So sorry for this. So differentiation of sin x is cos x, but here it is minus. Differentiation of cos x is minus. Don't confuse it. So that is minus sin x. So this is equal to minus e to the power of cos x into sin x. Okay. This is dv by dx. So therefore du by dx is equal to, so therefore, so du by dx is nothing but du by dv, not du by dx. That is du by dx is nothing but minus 2 sin x into cos x. Okay, so divided by dv by dx is nothing but minus e to the power of cos x into sin x. Okay, so sin x cancel, that is 2 cos x divided by minus e to the power of cos x. So this is the du by dv. The derivative of one function with respect to another function. Okay, right now. So similarly, you do, so differentiate, second one, differentiate cos 2x with respect to tan x. Differentiate cos 2x with respect to tan x. Okay. So take, this is cos 2x. Okay. So this is tan x. So differentiate u with respect to v is integral. So that is du by dx divided by dv by dx. So therefore, so cos 2x. Okay. So then differentiate with respect to x, that is cos 2x is minus sin 2x into differentiation of this one is 2. So therefore du by dx is equal to minus 2 sin 2x minus 2 sin 2x. So similarly, so v is equal to what here? Tan x. So that is, so differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Differentiation of tan x is secant square x. So just substitute. Therefore, du by dx is equal to du by dx is equal to du by dv is equal to du by dx divided by dv by dx. Okay. So this is the impact. Du by dx is here. That is minus 2 sin 2x divided by, that is secant square x. So this is the derivative of u. This is the derivative of cos 2x with respect to tan x. Okay. Right now. So with this, continued in differentiability chapter completes. So in the next sessions we are going to discuss about applications of derivative. That means what are the uses of derivative. So you learn differentiation, how you find the derivative of different type of functions. So in the next sessions we are going to discuss about what are the applications of derivatives in our real life. Okay, how do you use derivative in our real life. Okay, so thank you.